What's going on, guys? Can you guys hear me? You hear me? All right, good. I got a couple things on watch. I like I like Microsoft over 41881. It can break 42046 and it got room to all-time highs. I like Amazon, but I like Amazon preferably over 176.59. We could target 178.68, then 179, then 180.17. I really liked FCX if we would have gotten a retest of 4104, but it looks like it's gonna run without us. No bueno. MSTR, an open over the level, 1630.37. Spike lower back over the open. Can look for calls. Has room up into pre-market high. I like BA for shorts. If we can retest this level right here, 183.45, and then we get back below the open, can look for puts. And got room all the way down to 178.96. And I really like Netflix. If we can open over 614.52, we open over this level right here, 614.52, and then we spike lower, and then we get back above the level. We look for calls. It has room up into 621.9, then 631.54. Nvidia, I swung some calls, but it looks like we're going to be red. We were up nicely. We were up about $17 pre-market, but proceeded to dump. Oh no, guys. But again, I like Netflix. If we get an open over 614.52, we spike lower and we get back above the level. We can look to target 621.9. MSTR retest of 1630.37, spike lower, back over the level. You can look for calls. You can target pre-market high. I like Amazon over 176.59. I like break and retest. And then we can target 178.68. My top watch as of now, it's looking like it's going to be Netflix over that 614.52. Yeah, the stop loss on Nvidia, the ones we swung, it's going to be a break and hold under 899.25. You can look to add too if it retests, if it spikes under the level and it gets back above and it holds this level, you can look to add. It's up to you. But I swear we were gonna make some nice money. It was up $17 pre-market and then it proceeded to dump. The Nvidia got room all the way up to 972. Let me see if we have any economic data coming up. We don't have any today. Tomorrow we have a bunch. We got PPI. We got U.S. retail sales. Jobless claim. We got a lot tomorrow. We got a lot of economic data tomorrow. I just closed my stream. Mm. For shorts, again, I like Tesla. If it breaks in retest 172.68, then it got room all the way down to 168.41. Again, my top watch is going to be Netflix. Hopefully, it opens over 614.52, spikes lower, and it gets back above the open. It has room up into 621.9. Whoa, look at that pump dump on AMD. Yeah, can you guys hear me, or am I lagging? Can you guys hear me? Got to get better at this live streaming. What's up, Camping Carve? Yo, you hear me? All right, good, good. All right, all right. BA also looks good for puts, in my opinion. If it can open under this level, and it spikes higher and it gets back below the opening print, you could look for puts. It has room all the way down to 178.96. Yeah, I swung some Nvidia calls. I made good money yesterday. I decided to swing some of the Nvidia calls. It's kind of gapping down. It's looking weak, showing relative weakness for some reason. It was up nicely. It was up $17 pre-market, but it proceeded to dump. We do have a level here at 899.25. If it decides to retest and holds, then I will hold my calls. But if it proceeds to dump under this level, then I will have to cut my calls. Yeah, I was quiet because I was trying to see if the stream was working well. What I like, John Giles, I like Netflix. If we can open over 614.52 and then we spike under the level and we get back above, you can look for calls. It has room up into 621.9. I like Microsoft over 418.81, or you could look at a retest and hold of 416.37. I really like FCX, but I was looking for a retest at 4104, but looks like we're not going to get it. So that's going to run without us. Netflix under 72.68 has room down to 168. There's a couple good names. Look, I like Amazon over 176.59. It has room up into 178.68. MSTR looks good if it can retest 1630.37. If it can spike below this level and then back above the opening, has room up into right here pre-market high, which is 1692. But to be honest, I see nothing A plus today. There's no A plus setups today. There's no A plus setups at all. Again, today you can. I was sized down today because I see no A plus setups. There's nothing really that I love. Nothing. I was loving Netflix, but only if we can open above 614.52, as you guys can see here in the 2 minute candle. We're opening below the level, so it's showing is not as strong as I would like. So I'm not liking that. Yeah, so the ones I was liking, the setups that I was loving was Netflix, but we're not opening above that level. The other one was FCX. I really liked FCX, but I liked it only if we can retest this 4104, and then on my first target would have been 4159. As you guys can see, it's already hitting that target, and then the following target was going to be 4186. So that pretty much moved without us. And again, I was really liking Netflix, but we're opening under the level. No bueno. Kind of like Google. Let me see how the daily chart is looking. And Google doesn't look bad. Over 139.17, Google right here has room up into 142.12 and potentially 144.92. So Google doesn't look bad. Looks like it wants to break out here in the daily. You guys can see. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So it could potentially break out Google. I'm hoping freaking Nvidia just rips that open. But if not, again, I'm gonna hold the swings that I alerted. If we can hold over 899.25, we can hold above that level. But if it breaks and holds under that level, then I will cut my runners. Market open. I didn't realize that. Whoa. All right, so Google broke above. The safest route is to wait for a break and then a retest. Keep an eye on Netflix under 172.68. It has a lot of room lower. If BA could get back below the opening, puts wouldn't be bad. And then you could target a low, pre-market low, and then 178.96. Google's looking good, guys. If you wanna chase it and not wait for the retest, Google doesn't look bad. Microsoft is giving us that retest of 140 or 416.37. Again, not really loving anything, guys. Not loving any setups right now. Look at Nvidia. Oh, look at FCX, man. That was my favorite setup was FCX. Myrna does look good. Here on the daily, you guys can see Myrna looks good. Got a daily 1, 2, 3 Myrna, so Myrna looks decent. Google looks good, guys. If you wanna get into some Google, Google looks good. Let's see if Nvidia can hold this level right here. Nvidia looks like it wants to hold the level. Told you guys, there goes Google. FCX was the play, man. Wow. Wow. So mad they didn't give us that retest of 41. I'm so mad. Look at FCX. Buddy take Google. If you feel like trying to catch the bottom right here on NVIDIA, I'll personally wait for like a green hammer. It's reacting well to the level though. AMD on the other hand, oof. AMD got a lot of room lower. For Google, you got room up into 142.12. There goes Google. Oof. Beautiful, beautiful move on Google. But Google has a small level at 140.65. So you might want to trim some at 140.65 on Google. It's a nice little hammers right here on NVIDIA. Nice little hammers if you want to catch the bottom. You want to catch the bottom here in NVIDIA. Then your stop loss will be the whole day. You can trim some at the opening if you want to try to catch the bottom. The safest route is for wait for NVIDIA to get back above the opening print. That is the safest route. But NVIDIA looks good. Looks like it wants to hit the opening. FCX is setting up a 1, 2, 3 on the 2 minute. There were a lot of good setups today. A bunch of them, most of them failed. My favorite is FCX, but it didn't give us an entry. SPY has room all the way down to 514.93. So it needs to get back above the open. Yeah, FCS is setting up nicely. 1, 2, 3 on the 2 minute. It's a little extended though. Let me see what's the ATR on. Let me see what's the ATR. The ATR is $1.18, so it got some. Yeah, pretty much it's about to hit his ATR. So, but it's setting up nicely. Still has room higher, but pretty much already hit his ATR. So it will be a little risky. So if you want to chase FCX, totally up to you. You can chase it. AMD is weak. Keeps rejecting the level right here. NVIDIA's trying to hold this level. It's trying. Need QQQ and SPY to bounce. All right, so everything's making a new low except the Russell. So the Russell is holding up pretty well. The futures. So you mentioned Tesla put on the Discord. If it breaks and holds under 172.68. On NVIDIA, you need to get back above that level. Oh, that's why it's not loading up. I wrote it wrong. Okay. NVIDIA taking a dump. You say you made 20% of Google. Nice. Yeah, we need the market to hold here. We need QQQ to hold this level. But SPY has a lot of room lower, man, a lot. So that's a little scary. SPY has room all the way down into 514.93. Coin. Okay, it looks like Nvidia's trying to put in the low of day. If it can get back above that level, then Nvidia should be good. So Nvidia looks like it's making a low of day. I think the calls are very pricey. I want to give an alert for Nvidia here to try to see if we can catch the bottom. These calls are pretty pricey. Again, if you want to try to attempt to catch the bottom on Nvidia, this is a good area right here, and then your stop loss will be the low of this candle right here, which is the low of day. If you want to catch bottoms, the safest route is to wait to get back above the opening print, which is this blue line, the 910.55. That is the safest way. Nvidia is failing. Look at Tesla. If Tesla breaks this 172.68, you got room down to 168.41. QQQ is breaking the 441.45. Google was literally 12 cents from the target. I told you guys the first target was 140.65, so it was literally 12 cents from the target. Remember, I like to sell before we hit the target. I like to sell into strength. I don't like to wait for us to hit the target because then, sellers could step in and push the price down a lot. So right before it hits the first target, I usually trim. Then I raise my stop loss. Then I leave runners. Let's see if QQQ can get back above 441.45. A lot of setups are failing. Most setups, matter of fact, all the setups are failing. Bueno, no bueno. So the Nasdaq and the S&P made a new low. The Russell and the Dow are trying to hold out, but it's not looking good. QQQ needs to get back above this level. The Nvidia got room down all the way to 871 now. Nasdaq needs to get back above. You guys in any plays? Told you guys before I didn't really like any setups. Nothing looked A plus. Google was the only one that looked good besides FCX, but which ran without us. Myrna looks good on the daily chart. In case you're interested in like swinging, looks good on the daily chart. Daily 1, 2, 3. So today, preferably, could take out yesterday's high, and then Myrna could rip. Myrna has room up into 115.81. The Nasdaq is weak, man. It's weak. It is weak. QQQ follows the Nasdaq, so you guys can see the Nasdaq is really weak. It just pretty much broke through 18,382.5. Told you guys, FCX. Look at it. I just didn't want to chase it since it already did a dollar move. Its ATR is $1.18, but it's showing a lot of strength. If we need the Nasdaq to get back above 382.5. Microsoft looks so strong today, and it's just dumping. It is now dumping. Google's holding out pretty well. Pretty much, freaking Tesla's holding pretty well as well. It's one of the weakest names. It should be freaking dumping. Not Nvidia dumping. Tesla should be the one dumping. A lot of buyers here at 172.68 on Tesla. Did anybody take FCX? Wow, man. FCX did a massive move. Massive move. STR is just chopping. See how Bitcoin's looking. Hmm. Nice. Bitcoin went up to 74,000 pre-market. So today's OPEX week. So usually on OPEX weeks, so it's a lot of choppiness going around. Oh, it is OPEX week, so expect a lot of chop. OPEX week is usually where the big money they like rebalance their positions and stuff. So you can you can expect a lot of choppiness. OPEX week is usually the third Friday of every month. The third Friday of every month is OPEX. So the third Friday every month, that week, expect some choppiness. No real clean setups besides Google and then FCX. Yeah, no really clean setups, guys. So I'm patiently just waiting to see. Google was good, really good, but I would have preferred if we would have opened above the level. But we did get the break and retest. You guys can see we broke here on the 2 minute, and then we retested it here. FCX just ripped without us. Oh my goodness. SQ. Wow. Use breakout on SQ. Use breakout. It didn't even give us a chance for an entry. It just broke. No retest. Has room up into 87.26. Still has a little room higher, but it did hit his daily ATR. Yeah. Wow. SQ just ripped. It's up 5% today. What else is looking good? Says Baidu is looking good. Baidu. Ooh. Damn, the funny thing, Baidu was on my watch list. Wow. I totally missed out. Wow. Baidu was definitely on the watch list. Literally wrote it on my watch list, Baidu. Wow. Totally missed out. See, this is what I like right here. This is my, you see how Baidu opened above the 107.89? It opened above the level, right? Then it spiked lower and then it got back above the level. That is my favorite setup. And then look how it hit the target, 110.23. Beautiful. Hopefully my members in Discord call Baidu. Beautiful setup. Beautiful setup. That is my setup right here. I love when the gap's above the level. Tesla. If you're feeling froggy and you want to jump the gun on puts, you can attempt right here. If you want to jump the safest route, the safest way is you wait for the break of the level and you wait for the retest of this level right here to look for puts. But if you feel like jumping the gun on the breakdown here on Tesla, totally up to you. Just know it's risky. Safest route is wait for the break and retest. Right? Like I'm Mbappe. It was Baidu. You guys in any plays? You guys are not don't really chat much. You guys got any questions? Freaking Nvidia's making a lower high. How was Nvidia weaker than Tesla? Don't make no sense. Looks like Nasdaq is going for this 278.5 level, and SPY has room down to five. Like I told you guys before, had room down to 514.93. The Dow is looking strong though. A79.36 ATR on Nvidia buy area. Really? I got the next level I got on Nvidia is 871. Oh, the Nasdaq is weak. The Nasdaq is QQQ, by the way. The same thing. QQQ follows the Nasdaq. Yeesh. You're gonna make catch up. Here goes Tesla. Let's see if it holds that level or if it just flushes. I need the Nasdaq in this in the S&P 500 to find a bottom. Then it just keeps tanking. What you guys think? You guys think Tesla's gonna flush or is gonna hold this level right here? You said MSTR went back up to dump again. And MSTR, it was just chopping around, so I stopped looking at it. Yeah, it's just chopping around. It ain't doing anything. But this is the setup though. It retested the level. Before it didn't retest the level. Here it did retest the level and got back above the open. So that is the setup. I just don't like the market right now. I like the market. I need the Nasdaq to find the bottom. To be interested in calls, we need SPY and QQQ to bounce. Yo, Rich, like I'm Mbappe. Like Amazon buy. Amazon's chilling. It's just ranging. It's chilling. Onto the Nasdaq and an S&P find a bottom. Calls are a little risky. Looks like a potential to go a failure to go lower here on Nvidia on the 5 minute. See how it took out the lower day and then it pumped right back over. So some bears could potentially be trapped right here. So let's see if Nvidia attempts to bounce. It's not looking good. Break over 176.26. I got a 176.59. I need a break and then a retest, and then it has room up into 178.68. They played as Tiff. Nvidia playing games, man. The whole market playing games today. I'm not a fan of trading an OPEC sweep. Only doing his thing. Got room up into 270. Tesla playing games right here. Here goes MSTR. Man, I should have stayed in bed for this price action. Hey, I did tell you there was no A plus setups today. West room all the way down back into 168.75. Keeps bouncing from that area though. He's bounced a couple times from there. Hopefully the NASDAQ found a bottom. Would have preferred if we retested this level here and got some support from here. Now on Tesla. Keep an eye on Tesla. Disney over 114.38 has room up into 118.92. Be right back, guys. I gotta use the bathroom. There goes Amazon. Oh, Tesla dumped. A nice move by SQ. Amazon looks good. What was MSTR? Wow, Coin already did the move. The entry should have been here on the break. If you want to chase it, by all means. We pretty much did the move already. If you want to chase Coin, then go ahead. Tesla looks weak, guys. If you want to play puts, right here wouldn't be a bad idea. 170 puts don't look bad. Amazon putting in work. I don't understand how Nvidia is weaker than Tesla. Don't make no sense. Tesla needs to hold under this level, under that 172.68. Tesla gets back over the open, then puts out the question. Yeah, it looks like it got back above the open. Looks like it potentially break out right here. Looks like SPY and QQQ might be making a higher low here on the 2 minute. So the market could potentially bounce here. Netflix over 614.52 has room up into 621.9. Yeah, some bears could potentially be trapped here. Some bears could potentially be trapped here, and then Tesla could potentially break out here. Tesla's so tricky to play. Tesla's very tricky to play. So it looks like it's a failure to go lower here. So some bears could be trapped. But you never know with Tesla. Not really seeing anything I like. Amazon on a retest of 176.59, a retest if it holds. You could look for calls and you can target 178.68. Just not liking this price action here on SPY and QQQ. Yeah, but the thing about Tesla, they're not making as much money as before, man. Sales went down in China. China, the EVs in China are forcing them to like lower their prices, so they're not making as much profit as before. On the weekly, man, it looks like it could go lower. The weekly looks like it got room down to 152. Again, it looks like a failure to go lower, so some bears could be trapped here. Bears could be trapped, and then Tesla has room all the way up into 179 if the bears got trapped. You see how the Nasdaq and the S&P, they're both weak, man, super weak. And then the Dow looks good. Look at the Dow. See, I see the Dow. The Dow looks strong. Russell also looks good. It's just the Nasdaq and the S&P look weak. You guys can see the Russell looks strong. The Dow looks strong. The Nasdaq and the S&P look trash. Let me switch over to the 5 minute. Yeah, as long as Google can stay over 139.17, it has room up into 142.12, then 143.31. Meta kind of looks decent right here, back above the open. Does look good here, back above the open. If it can hold back above the open, and it has room up into 502. You find out Tesla traps some bulls now. Tesla's trapping everyone. Hmm. It's like Tesla trap bulls as well. So essentially has room into lower day now. If it closes back under this level, and they trap some bulls as well. So everyone's getting trapped. You got some bears that got trapped here, and you got some bulls that got trapped here. So there's a failure to go higher. So Tesla could pretty much flush here. Let's see how this 5 minute candle closes. Just don't have any faith on QQQ and SPY. I don't like how it looks. Pretty hard to trade this price action right here. Amazon potentially failing the break and retest here. You get a nice green hammer here on Amazon to go longs. Goes that break and retest. Hopefully you get a nice little green hammer. And you can long it here off this level. And target 178.68. Okay, we didn't get that green hammer that I wanted. Need this candle to get back above the level to be interested in getting calls. Well, I'm about to alert the 177.5 call. If we can get back above this level, we'll look to alert some 177.5 calls. Only thing is the Nasdaq and S&P look weak, so it's the only thing is looks weak. These joints bear flagging right here. This is the good entry right here. If you want to take the 177.5 call. Amazon. And there goes Tesla on that break. Oh man. There goes Tesla on that break. There goes Tesla. Amazon should take out the higher day. It should. If it fails to take out the higher day, then no bueno. Beautiful move in Amazon. Anybody caught Amazon? Beautiful move. I sent the alert on my Discord for the 177.5 call. It does need to take out the high today. It needs to take out the higher day and hold above the higher day. So every time you try to sell MSTR, it doesn't sell. What are you? Well, I don't know. Are you using maybe Coinbase? I mean Coinbase. Are you using Robinhood, David Pan, whatever your name is? Are you using Robinhood? That's the only thing I could think of. You're using Thinkorswim. You should get filled. I use Thinkorswim and I use Interactive Brokers. There you go, Robinhood. I don't know how you guys could trade on Robinhood. No idea. I was told you guys the Bulls got trapped right here, so now Tesla has room down to 168.41. Freaking NQ and Inspire bear flagging, no, which is no good for Amazon. Here goes that Tesla flush. You got room down into 168.41 now. Yeah, oof. Flush. Anybody took Tesla puts? Working out perfectly. This price action. I don't like this price action. Yeah, that's probably why you're not getting filled, man. Robinhood sucks. I know it's easy to use, but you use something else. I only use Robinhood for leaps. Like when I buy far out calls, I use Robinhood for. Zon is holding pretty well, even though the market is dumping. It needs to take out the higher day though. Pretty boring price action. If you held them Tesla puts from the Discord, you up nice. Should be up about 30%, 35% on those Tesla 170 puts. Yeah, this price action is suspect. The beautiful rejecting here of the opening and the level on Tesla. I told you guys some bulls got trapped right here. We need SPY and QQQ to do something because I mean they're both bear flagging. Both bear flagging. I'm not a fan much of playing chart patterns. I don't really use chart patterns like that. I just trade price action. Mm. Everything's gonna pump right now, Tiffany. You might be right, man. This market crazy. This price action is a little funny. The coin, nice. STR is pumping. Yes, Nvidia, get back over that 899.25. Okay. Use Fibonacci's. Yeah, I don't use Fibonacci. I use Fibonacci's. I used to use Fibonacci's to like swing trade. Hmm. It, technically, SPY has room up right here to the opening, the 517.11. Or if you can get back above the opening, then 517.96 is next on SPY. The Nasdaq could get back over 382.5, and it has room back up into the opening, which is right around here. 18428.53, then 18468.25. The Nasdaq is rejecting at 382.5 level. Needs to get back above that level. I see how the Nasdaq is rejecting that 382.5. I see what was once support is now turned into resistance. Boy, sleepy. I'm about to give up on today. To give up on this price action. This price action is not the best. Price action's trash. I guess you can still short Tesla if you like here and target 168.41. I'm going to call it a day, guys. I don't really like much. Amazon's still good as long as it can hold above over this level. If not, then there's no bueno. That's pretty much it. I don't like this price action much. The Dow's also starting to show weakness right now. Yeah, the Dow's projecting this level here, 396.10. So yeah, man. Hopefully you guys like the live stream. See if I do a couple more in the future for you guys. That's gonna be all, guys, man. Peace.